Joining me on the programme is retail and consumer expert Kate Hardcastle. Hello, Kate. Nice to talk to you. Good morning.
Hello.
Hope you're
Good
well.
morning.
So this is big news, isn't it, in terms of getting the retail sector back to work, or at least a big and sizable chunk of it. Do you think that there'll be a great deal, though, of apprehension and indeed kind of befuddlement about how to do it safely and exactly what the new regulations will entail?
Reading through, Vanessa, just
Yeah.
some of the ideas of how people might start to safeguard those stores, it is quite challenging to understand how you will get the full retail experience. There's talk of actually having covers on big items like sofas and beds. So if you imagine going shopping for a furniture purchase, one of the differences you might think is, well, I don't want to buy it online because I want to go and touch and see it and feel it and try it out and lie on the bed. And if you can't do that, are you any better off actually going into that store versus just buying it and trying it online anyway, with all the rights that you have, which are extra rights for returns online? There are obviously the ideas of changing rooms that we can't imagine would be reopened to try a garment on. Again, that might be one of the reasons you visit a store. But also then there's the footfall itself. When you think about the very, very big brands like the Primarks, they normally have queues out of the doors, queues at the tills, and then just got a massive amount of footfall. Those stores are not going to be able to safely take in significant amounts of customers and serve them all at once. It's going to probably mean a lot of queues. It's probably going to mean wait times. It's not going to be the same retail experience. So whilst this is good news that things are starting to reopen and reawaken, it is going to be in a quite strained way.
And you know, I suppose the public's appetite for a bit of variety, you know, for doing what we haven't been allowed to do, is unabated. People flocking to beaches, people flocking to you know, parks. Maybe people will flock to shops, and maybe people will be so starved of that retail therapy of browsing through your Mangoes, your Zaras, and your Primarks and whatever, that their top mans and whatever, that they'll be prepared to queue, wait, disinfect, wear gloves, or do absolutely anything at all that they're told to do just for the experience of doing it. And I must say, I'm missing it myself. I really am.
I think you're right in the main, in that snapback. I think there's going to be initial inquisitiveness. What does it look like? The rejoicing of the shoppers who want to get back out there. The fact that it is just a different experience in store. But I think after that initial snapback, there's two things going to happen, and it'll be a pincer movement back on retail. One is we're going to be very aware that there's some economic hardship already and some more to come, and it's going to be significant. And the other is, I think actually when we go back out there and experience it, it's not going to be for everybody. Not everyone's going to feel that need actually, once they've seen it and been through the process and experience, to go, well, actually I want to continue shopping in that way. We've seen a huge hike in terms of the people using online, and I think realistically that's going to continue. It doesn't have to be the death of the high street. It doesn't have to be that these stores won't be able to flourish once more, but there's going to be so many safety measures in place. I just don't think it's going to be the natural shopping experience that those people who enjoy it have experienced in the past.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Always interesting to keep up to date with you. Kate Hardcastle there.